Welcome back to the Bonercast on 98.7 The Squirt. I'm Dixie,
And I'm Hazelnut.
and tonight we got some interesting bones to pick. Our first topic for tonight was sent to us by Jenna Tolles.
Yummy.
She asked us to take a look at a list of mobile games that we
Ooh.
personally like. And I thought that's a great idea.
I sure do love mobile games. I don't think I played one since like 10 years ago.
I am a big fan of mobile games. I'm a mobile gamer myself. In fact, later in this channel, we're going to have some mobile gameplay.
Ooh.
No sponsorships though, but at least not yet. We would love to be paid one day. That's the thing. But nowadays I still play some mobile games. And what about you, Hazelnut?
I have absolutely zero mobile games on my phone. And we can't count Roblox.
Unfortunately, we cannot count ports like Roblox and other whatnots. But you do have some favorite ones, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of these don't even exist on the App Store anymore. I use Apple, so I will mention the App Store. I'm not an Android user. The first game that is a classic game is called Angry Birds.
That's really classic.
We all love Angry Birds. That little red flying fuck going at the speed of light, breaking these pigs' houses. It's like the story of the three pigs and the big bad wolf, except they're birds.
What was your favorite bird, and what's your favorite theme?
Okay, I know what my least favorite bird was, and that was the blue ones. I hate the blue ones. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny.
Yeah, me too. I hate the blue ones. It was so useless.
My favorite bird was probably the triangle one. I forgot what it does, but it was a triangle.
I like the black one. The black one.
The bomb?
The bomb just boom explodes. It kills all the pigs. That was my favorite bird.
Yeah, I do like the triangle or the big red one.
Oh wow.
What does the triangle one do? Does that one goes faster when you click, or is it just a weird shape?
It either goes faster or I think it boomerangs around.
No, that's the green one that looked like that had the hook beak.
Yeah, the hook beak. Oh no, that's the green one. Yeah, I think it just goes faster. It accelerates.
Well, do you have any favorite games similar to Angry Birds?
Not similar to Angry Birds.
Oh.
But it's a zombie game, and zombie games in the past have been a very popular theme, right? You know, Left 4 Dead,
COD Zombies,
right? But is there any good zombie games on the mobile platform? Well, there is, and it's called Dead Ahead. No, Dead Ahead, right? Is Dead Ahead. It literally is. You're a pizza guy,
okay,
on a motorcycle, and it's like a scroller, so you're always driving away from the zombies, and every time you tap the screen, you shoot the zombies behind you. You have to keep killing the zombies behind you before they catch up to you. And then it's basically it's kind of like Jetpack Joyride, how it's infinite, you just keep going. But here's the thing: every time you kill zombies, every time you fail, right, you get coins, right? You get those coins to get bigger guns, better motorcycles, more explosions, more power ups, everything. There's this one last thing that you can get, and it's called the Babes, I think. And basically, instead of you shooting, you have two girlfriends on the back of your motorcycle that shoot at zombies.
What?
The company that made this game knew what's up, and it's a pixel game, so they added a little bit more pixels than necessary on some parts, and I recommend it to a great amount of boner fans. Honestly, it's pretty good. Now, it's the last thing, and it costs 2 million coins, and you need to basically grind and kill a whole bunch of zombies. And I'll be real, it's been a year, and I've been going on and off with that game. I have not unlocked it yet. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to unlock that.
Maybe if we get paid enough, we could just buy coins, if that's possible. I don't know.
But so far, we're really broke.
I've never played Dead Ahead. I've never heard of Dead Ahead either.
They also have another game called Dead Warfare Z, which is a strategy game about you have a bus on your side and you have a enemy's barricade and there's zombies coming out of it, and then you gotta summon your troops and everything. That's another game. It's great company who made Dead Ahead, but if you want to get into a quick mindless scroller kind of. then that's what you do. You get dead ahead. You play that for a couple months, and then you cry that you couldn't get the last gun, aka the babes.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Jetpack Joyride. I was gonna mention that too. I didn't play too much of it, but it's one of those classic, well done games.
Oh yeah.
But I've heard they put like microtransactions in it, so it kind of got ruined.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I heard they put microtransactions in, so like, it's kind of pay to win. I'm not really sure. I stopped playing it for a while, but it was an interesting concept that you just have a jetpack and you're just joyriding through an infinite hallway.
How far did you get on Jetpack Joyride?
I don't even know.
What was your favorite power up, at least?
I can't even tell you that either. Jetpack Joyride was such a weird game. It was one of those cool games that I couldn't really get into. It kind of like Subway Surfers. It had that kind of vibe, but it was older.
Yeah, I get it.
I couldn't really like understand the fun of Jetpack Joyride. But another Infinite game that I did enjoy. So you enjoyed Dead Ahead. There's this game called Temple Run.
You're really pulling out all the classics.
Number one, I can't remember if it was a monkey or a zombie chasing you. I don't remember.
It was a black creature. We'll leave it at that. It was using archaeological terms, a black mongoloid.
It was a fossil. Okay, yeah, I don't know what it was, but Temple Run was really fun. And all I remember is like jumping on these perilous, rickety bridges, and I hate the rickety bridge part. But everything else is really cool.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned Temple Run because, actually, I played the modern version of Temple Run, which is Despicable Me Run.
What? I've never heard of that.
It's just Temple Run, mixed with Subway Surfers, except it's the Despicable Me's, right? And you run and collect bananas. And
what?
As you collect power-ups, there's some, like, if you collect a pony, right? You like fly in the sky, and you have to like collect all the coins in the sky. Then you fall back down. You go through the hoops and shoots. Sometimes you can turn into the purple minion, the Inferno minion, I think.
That is disgusting.
It is. No,
it's abject horror.
But that's why I say the modern version, because I don't know why. Despicable Me, those minions, they sure are crazy, and you know it's similar playstyle like Temple Run, but both are very fun games. I agree.
I think like the infinite game design is what a lot of mobile games rely on.
Yeah, because honestly, it's a great time to just pull it out 5 minutes before you have class, and then you're just done deal there.
Or you could do it throughout class.
Yeah, maybe you don't want to play an infinite game, right? You want something robust, right?
Something finite.
Yeah, you want something that's progressive, but also like very interactive. Maybe you could say, and I'm gonna give you a twofer. I'll give you a 2-for-1 deal.
Give me a 2-for-1 deal.
And that's everyone's favorite, Cock and Clash Royale.
Ooh.
AKA Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. I'll first start with Cock. So with Cock,
I love Cock.
Yeah, everyone loves Cock. All my friends play Cock, and I battle them using like my Cock base.
Cock battles.
Yeah, I mean, there's really. I'll give a brief summary if our fans don't know, but Cock is just you just build a base, put defenses, and you summon you train troops and fight other people's bases. And it's a lot of strategy, a lot of placements, and also a lot about learning from the community on how to beat the shit out of your enemies. There's also story mode where you fight goblins, goblin bases. Well, and the story mode is also hard itself. Like it ain't easy, but once you get through the story mode, in a way, it's not infinite because you still have to like think about because there's another human at the other end that has made a defense for you to break down, right, or raid. And I think I always had those gloomy days where I always wake up and I see some user, usually with a Chinese name, restart my base because he just found the holes in my base. And I used to get so mad, thinking like, how, but it motivates me to make a stronger base. Though right now I'm not currently playing Cock.
Okay.
I go on and off of Cock. But I'm mainly playing Clash Royale. It's a deck fighting game, except you don't use cards. You summon the cards on the field. Actually, no, that's exactly what a deck fighting game is. But Hazelnut, have you seen gameplay of Clash Royale?
I've seen some gameplay of Clash Royale.
Okay, good. You know what I mean.
It's like a real-time card lane game.
Honestly, I think Clash Royale did it the best, in my humble opinion. And also, I feel like it's really easy to get into, and it's really easy for your friends to invite you and fight them, join their clan and everything.
Yeah.
It's all good. But that's most of my games for me. I have some more, but I'll let you take the floor.
Yeah, I've never actually played Clash Royale. I play a little bit of cock, but I'm not the big cock biter. But what I am a big biter of is fruit. And you know what you do with fruit? You cut it. You know what game you can cut fruit in? Fruit Ninja.
You're pulling really all the classic ones.
Fruit Ninja, what a game. Like the original Beat Saber. You're just slicing fruit, your watermelons, your bananas, and occasionally bombs. Fruit Ninja is such a classic game that you pull out, and it's one of those games where when people look at it, it's not really like super sus like Among Us, but it's one of those games where because you have like Dead Ahead where you're shooting zombies. It's kind of violent. You have Clash of Clans, which is really confusing and looks like a nerd game. But then Fruit Ninja is their like normie disguise game where you just play it and it's really easy to hop in.
What was your favorite slash style?
I don't remember. It's been too long. It's been so long.
Well, when you pick the slash, there's like the volcano, like the red one, like
I
like
don't
a red
remember.
slash pattern. There's like a diamond dust one. There's like the gold slashes.
I remember the red the most.
Yeah, red's pretty good.
Reminds you of like a red lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's really all I remember.
I mean, yeah, I do feel like Fruit Ninja was definitely OG, and not like Beat Saber.
Yeah, there's some other cutting games like Cut the Rope.
Oh my goodness! I love that little bastard.
Little bastard. Feed him his peppermint or whatever he's eating.
Yeah.
He's hungry. I never beat the game. I only played like the first 3 levels and it got too hard for me.
Yeah, no, I think I played how many? I don't know if there's like 200 levels.
There's a lot of levels.
I played like 80, and then like after that, I was like, okay, yeah, this guy, I'll save it for later. Yeah, I kind of want to play cut the rope right now.
I think it should still be on the App Store.
Yeah. We're just gonna have a 20-minute cut in between.
Yeah.
and just play these games.
Yeah, Fruit Ninja, Cut the Rope.
20 minutes later.
And another classic game. This one's a bit more modern. It's called Crossy Road or Crossy Roads. I can't remember.
I love Crossy Roads. That's such
Is
a
it
good
Roads
one.
or Road? I don't remember if it's plural or not.
I'm not sure, but I love Crossy Road. Like the little chicken.
Yeah, the chicken hopping. It's like the modern recreation of what's it called? Frogger?
Leapfrog?
I think it's Frogger, where it's like the super old Atari or something, where you just move across moving traffic.
Yeah.
It's like the roadkill simulator. But yeah, it's like that modern recreation on mobile. So that's fun. And there's a lot of animal type games, so like especially birds that flap their wings. Like Flappy Bird.
Oh man!
I think didn't Flappy Bird get taken off because it was too addicting or something?
Well, it got taken off because someone killed another person over the high score.
Oh, I thought it was just because it was like too addicting or something.
Yeah, that's also the reason.
Someone died over Flappy Bird?
Yeah, and the creator felt bad, so he had to take it down.
Holy shit.
So if you previously installed it before, you still have access to it.
That's crazy.
It's a relic. It is a relic. So if you still have it, kudos to you.
I think Flappy Bird's also one of those like basic tutorial games, like when you're programming, like Lake Flappy Bird as one of the basic tutorials. I don't know.
That's what yeah, no, you're correct, because like that's what they literally try to teach you in every like CS course or class or code.org or one of those like bullshit like
make Flappy Bird.
Yeah, like when they're trying to teach everyone and their moms to code, like that's the first game they go to. Because it really is simple and it's great.
Yeah. Well, there's a game before. I think it came before Flappy Bird. It's another bird game. I don't know if you know this, Dixie, but it's called Tiny Wings.
I've never heard of that.
It's like basically you're a little bird that's sliding on hills because you can't fly. But if you get enough air, you could like glide a bit, and you're trying to beat the night.
Oh wait, is it the penguin that goes down?
I don't think it's a penguin, but it's a tiny bird with no feet. It just has its wings, it has a beak and stuff. It's just sliding on these different hills that are different heights, and you're trying to race the moon. And because basically once the moon touches you, you fall asleep. So there's a little bird like racing on the hills. It's like really addicting to get, and really satisfying to get a lot of airtime. And that's how you get a bunch of speed to escape the moon. And it's an infinite game. But it's a really good looking game also. You could look it up later. Tiny wings.
I want to see that moon making someone go into fucking sleep.
Yeah, like the moment the moon touches the bird, it just nighttime. It's like, huh? It's kind of sad actually.
Okay, so I have like 3 more recommendations for people.
Okay.
And I'll get rid of one right away. Polytopia.
I've never heard of that.
It's basically Civ, but polygons, simpler, and only 5 troops. That's it. You don't have to worry about building and everything.
Okay.
It's just a strategy game. It's less strain on the brain cells, honestly, and it's addicting because of they have some pretty good music for a mobile game, and the polygon art style is, well, at its time was pretty good.
I think that's like a common art style now, like the simplest, minimalistic, or using primitives to model your game.
Yeah, and also not only polygon, but like the whole like branch of cubism, right? Of using simple geometric shapes to make a whole piece, and it's like, yeah, like games such as Valorant,
Minecraft, Roblox.
Simple does do the job because Roblox is still a very good game.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, experience.
It's like the KISS method of stuff. Keep it simple, sussy. I mean,
yeah, he's not touching a little sus right now. I might have to keep my
little sussy nut.
I might have to keep my eyes on you if I can move them.
All right.
But so that's out of the way. Now this, actually, I'll save this one for the last.
Okay.
I'll mention one of my favorite games I played on Android, and then it's also my favorite on Apple.
Okay.
So it's available on both. It's called The Only One.
I've never heard of that either.
It's a pixel game, and you're just a guy in a red shirt with a sword, and you're on top of this like pillar, like ballast thing, and you just kill enemies on top of it, and you go on to the next wave. Different enemy types. It's not a roguelike. You actually like restart from the beginning all the way with no upgrades and all that stuff.
That is what a roguelike is.
Oh really?
I think.
No, it's like, isn't it a roguelike where like you have to die to progress? In that game, if you just die, you die, and you just you lose all your stuff.
I think I've heard of this game actually.
The Only One. Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember this game now.
Oh wait, you played it?
I remember it now.
It's such a great.
I haven't played that much of it. It's one of those games like Jetpack Joyride for me. But I've seen this game. I played it.
I progressed to like a lot of waves. It's really good. You're a guy in a red shirt with a sword, and you unlock powers later on to like kill enemies in really cool ways. Like something you can lunge, you can do like Jedi tricks. You can like take enemies in the sky and they're dead. You can shoot arrows at one point. And after like 5 waves, there's a boss, and each boss is like, they have their own like you have to kite them basically. You have to find a way to kite them.
Okay, I see.
But it's a really good like 45 minutes of fun, and then rage, and then go back to it again later. The only thing I remember so fondly of it is the title, or like the opening is The Only One, and that's it. I thought that was cool as fuck. So do you have any last ones to pop off?
So yeah, those types of like fighting sword games, like classic fantasy fighting games, but not like fighting games. Those are pretty good. I have 2 of them that I can think of. And the first one is called Swords and Sandals, which is such a It's such an amazing game series. There's way too many to count. Like up to 5 or 6. That's easy to count actually. For me, it's hard. But Sword and Sandal is such an interesting 2D gladiator game that's set in a fantasy world with a bunch of magic, and later on there's technology. You could later on in the later games, you can buy laser guns. You can't buy normal guns, but you can buy laser guns. And
Wait,
there's a bunch of different
gladiator?
builds you could do. Yeah, it's like a gladiator arena.
You buy laser guns?
And there's so many. It's like some fat kid laser emporium where you could buy a bunch of laser guns. But there's a bunch of different builds you could do. There's normal melee builds, there's range builds, the magic builds. So you get archery, laser guns, and then your fireballs and stuff. Magic can be really overpowered. And the game has a new game plus. So the funnest part is to raise your, I don't remember what stat it is, but eventually you could taunt people. So normally you could taunt people and they'll come towards you, because the game is very big on footsies, on distancing, because you want to be in the right range to hit them with your attack. And you have different lunging attacks and back steps or backdashes. And one of the abilities to taunt is eventually you could taunt and scream so loud you could just kill them. You could just blow their head off by screaming at them. So it's like a Skyrim shout basically.
I really like wacky games like that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Are all the games listed are free?
I think Swords and Sandals you have to pay for. There's light versions. I don't know if those exist anymore. LITE.
Oh no.
There's light versions that aren't demos kind of.
Not the light version.
But yeah, Swords and Sandals is really funny, because you also get more money for how much the crowd is amped up. So there's you could play the crowd, you could fart and the crowd will get riled up, you'll get more money. So that's one sword game. Another sword game real quick, it's called Sword and Glory. It's both a sword. It's a really weird 3D black and white Viking game with a bunch of different endings and branching stories. But it's really hard, and it's kind of the only one where when you die you reset. So it's the game get as far as you can and try to find as many endings as you can. The endings where you become the leader of the village you're part of, or you transcend to godhood. It's really interesting. You find a magical tree or something and you become god. I think, I don't remember. It's kind of like a drug trip.
No, that sounds actually really interesting.
It's still on the App Store. You can get that.
Oh hell yeah! All right, I will now say my last one, and I think I don't even need to explain how this game works, because I feel like everyone knows the first game. So therefore, the second game is also a hit, called Plants vs Zombies 2.
Holy shit!
Where do I even start? Okay, so Plants vs Zombies 2. Why is it, I think, my favorite? And why do I think it's so kind of, in a weird way, weirdly legendary? It's because it's not microtransactions or paid behind a wall, but instead it's just a bunch of really, really hard, weird challenges and story of Crazy Dave, the guy who goes and you just protecting your lawn with different types of plants. They expanded the game so much that there's literally too much content to go over.
Holy shit, okay.
I think that's one of the reasons why the game is underrated, is because it's too long.
Okay.
It really is too long, because once you finish the first world, aka the normal world, you go on to Egypt.
Holy shit.
Then you go in the future, and then you go in a swamp, and then you go it's basically you go across time, right? That's the whole theme.
So it's like Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah, except you collect also the plants during that time.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Yeah, and all the plants are new, they do different stuff and different synergies. There's even challenges where zombies can fly over the water. Classic, right? Fly over the water, bungee jumping zombies, Goliaths, your standard, some gazebos, alien saucer zombies, right? There's literally so much content. It's hard to even finish that game. I've only finished 3 to 4 worlds.
Oh, how many worlds are there in total?
I think like 7 or 8.
Holy fuck. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. If I can remember correctly, it's like I feel like I finished 3, and I had like an optional challenge world I was working on. But it's really hard. So honestly, my favorite plant out of all that, if it's not the walnut, it's the dragon breath plant, or the dragonfly plant. Basically, it shoots a 3x3 square of fire when you give it its ultimate. Oh, did I mention you can give plants ultimates? So all plants have like ultimate abilities, much like in like games like Overwatch and all that stuff. So over time, you can get 3 seeds, right? When you give a plant a seed, they become supercharged. So a Gatling pea will shoot like gazillion peas.
Holy shit.
Right? Or if you give it to a chomper, he'll open up his mouth and like eat everything. If you give it to the dragon plant, like fire everywhere. If you give it to the coconut cannon, oh my god, the coconut cannon.
The coconut cannon?
Yeah, there's a coconut plant, because you know coconuts grow on trees.
I've only played the first game.
Number 2 is really crazy. The coconut plant is literally it's shape of a dick and balls, because like it just shoots it shoots a coconut, and if you tap on it, like it explodes. It's like a cannon, so it's just boom.
It's like the Neo Armstrong Jet Cyclone Armstrong cannon.
Yes, yeah. Oh yes, very much. If you give it a seed, it just shoots a mega nut, and it's
shit.
great.
The mega hazelnut.
Yeah, and honestly, that's all I have to say about Plants vs Zombies 2. I recommend that game, but I also recommend all the games that we have all said.
Yeah, well, I want to mention my favorite game on the App Store. But before that, there are 2 more games I want to quickly go over.
Okay.
That are worth mentioning. Number 1, this one's still available. It's called The Quest. And if you like,
I think I played that.
If you like Elder Scrolls 2, then you'll like this game. It's kind of rough to play nowadays because it's so like pixelated and archaic, but it has like the same spirit as the old Elder Scrolls games, like 1 and 2. And another one, this one does not exist anymore. I literally cannot find it, and there's multiple versions. It's called Battle Bears.
Oh my god!
There's the zombie one, and there's like the other one where you have to kill bears. Yeah, the boomstick.
Boomstick.
That's all I remember. I remember the little light brown, like tannish bear who has the boomstick. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from that game series.
Oh,
it's like a figment of my imagination at this point.
It feels so old that it could be like, it could just be a concept. But no, I love that game. I beat it though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I love Battle Bears. But let me go to my all-time favorite game. There's 3 games of this series. I prefer the second one the most. It's called Infinity Blade 2.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore. It was made by Epic Games, actually. Who made Fortnite.
Fortnite? Best game ever.
The thing is, you could find Infinity Blade. It has their own website, but you can't play the game anymore. So the reason why I like number 2 the most is because it expanded completely all on number 1. You could get a lightsaber. You could get 3 different types of lightsabers. There's so many branching storylines and different endings and like pathways. It's like open world, but it's the weirdest way to put open world in the game, but it's very effective because it makes you plan your routes when you restart the game, because it's really built on New Game Plus. And every time you play, you have to it's kind of like Call of Duty Zombies. There's a lot of steps you have to do to unlock certain areas and get new weapons and armor, and like find secret endings. And the reason why I don't really like 3 is because I didn't play it. It costed too much money.
Yeah. I had the experience of not only playing 2 and 1. I've not played 3, but I also used the blade in Fortnite. I had the experience of when
shit.
An Epic
you
Games
Ragear's blade, the Infinity Blade.
When Fortnite dropped the Infinity Blade in the game, like where you can actually, it's a usable item in Fortnite. It was season 1, I think. Season 1, I don't know. You know, like how they have like the Marvel, the Thanos, the Spider-Man gloves, all that. I got to use the Infinity Blade in Fortnite, and I thought that was, you know, it was a great blast of the past. And I killed a bunch of people with that, so it was great. It was great. That's the reason why I like Fortnite, only because I get to use the Infinity Blade. But that was really cool.
Yeah.
Before we go, here's tonight's boner fact.
Oh yeah, the boner fact.
Did you know that erections are necessary for penile health? When the penis is erect, it is filled with fresh, oxygen-rich blood. Who knew, right? What a no-brainer.
Gotta let your penis breathe.
Yeah, you gotta let it breathe. And I think a lot of people underestimate this fact because, a lot of people are anti-erection, but it's all about the erection. So, do not underestimate that. Get erections all the time.
Keep the cock hard and play cock hard.
Yes. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for boning in to the Boner Cast on 98.7 The Squirt. I'm Dixie.
And I'm Hazelnut.
And we'll see you guys next time.